it's me, Robyn, with mypinkstamper.com, and I'm here today with another video for you. I was trying to think of what projects I need to work on and what cards I need to send out. And this one is very special to my heart. Today we're going to be doing a challenge. So it's a challenge video, and I'd like you to participate if you can. And I'll tell you how you can participate in just a few minutes. One of my really good friends from Oklahoma, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, was diagnosed with colon cancer, and it was, far along, and she's had quite the year going through treatments and surgeries, and now she's in the big phase of chemo, and she has to stop that and have another surgery on Monday. And she's a very strong person, and she influences many people, and I just love her to death. So I wanted to send her a card of encouragement. And my challenge for you is to find someone in your life that's going through something that you can encourage, that you can take a minute, send a card, or make a tag or something, bring over goodies if they're locally. If they're not local, find a good cause, send a project or a card to that person. My friend Laura has a lot of support in Oklahoma. I just wish I was there with her while she's going through all of this. So I want to encourage her, like I said. But we're going to use the stamp set Friendtastic by My Pink Stamper. And I'm using some paper. I just found a paper pack, one of my paper packs. And it is My Mind's Eye, called Tiny Dancer. But really, you can use any paper you want. So it's just really, it's got some fun patterns on it. And I'll show you it up closely in just a few minutes. It's just going to be a really simple card. The thought here is to just get out of our zone. We're so used to making crafts and projects that look beautiful and we share online, but how often are we really taking the time to put them in the mail and give them to a friend? All of that hard work should be for something. So let's just pause and take a moment today and make something for somebody else that needs it and they need the pick-me-up. If you would like to participate in this challenge, you can go on Instagram. I'm Robyn Stamps on Instagram, but if you want to participate, just hashtag MyPinkStamper Laura's Challenge, and you don't have to put an apostrophe. Laura's Challenge. So MyPinkStamper Laura's Challenge. And if you're on Facebook, also hashtag MyPinkStamper Laura's Challenge. And then I can look at all your awesome projects that you made. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here are the materials and the product I'm going to use for this card. And bear with me, it's been a while since I've made a regular card, so it's going to be super simple. I love to say that. I'm using doodle type cartridge. I was just looking for a heart, honestly. So if you have an image from any of your die cut machines, if you want to make the same card, I just use that card above 8, shift 8, and I cut it out at 3 inches. So that's all I'm using. That's the only cut I'm using on this card. I'm using Friendtastic, and I'm just going to use the Miss You Friend stamp from it. I'm using some coordinating cardstock for my base and some ribbon. And I have a punch. I think this is I don't remember the name of it, Scallop Dots or something. I have my Darkest Night, My Pink Stamper ink pad, and I have some paper that I'm going to use. So I thought I would just show you how I make a card and how the thought process goes. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's just going to be a simple card. So if you guys kind of have a simple card, a simple idea that you like to fall back on, if you just have to make a quick card, just change out the paper and the images, and it's okay. It's okay that your cards aren't completely different every time you make them. They can be a little bit different and from the heart. Okay, so we're going to cut this at 5.5. It's 8.5 by 11. And we just need one of these. Set that aside. And then now for my base, I'm going to use this right here. It's just kind of an off-white, and I really like it. And I'm cutting that at 4 by 5.25 by 5.25. And then I'm going to probably punch the bottom of it. I love this basic cutter. I've had it for years. I mean, I've had a couple of them. They're kind of inexpensive, so if they break down, you can just buy a new one. Now let me see. For sure, let me try to decide which way I want this card to go. I don't know what I did with my heart. Where's my heart? There you are. Okay, so I'm probably going to have it go like this, and then I'm going to stamp the Miss You Friend, make sure it fits. Miss You Friend, probably down in the bottom right. I just need to make sure I have room for it. And then I'll probably have the heart right here. And yes, that's what I'm going to do. So this, I just want a little strip of it just to give it some color and pattern. So first I'm going to cut it at, let's see, I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4. So it's a bigger scrap. I don't want to be left with a small, skinny scrap. I might never use it again. All right, okay, so now I can kind of decide how wide I want it, because I want it to be flush with the end of the card. And so I probably just want to do, what is that? Let me look. That is probably about 1.5 inches. That sounds good to me. Okay, I'm going to do it up here because I like the pattern. Up on top it has more pink. So I'm going to do, well, actually, I'm going to do 1 3/4 inches. I changed my mind. So 1 3/4 inches, and that'll be good. So this is just Robyn making simple cards again. Nothing extravagant, but something that you can do. You guys can all make this card at home. It's super easy to do. Okay, let's go ahead and punch the bottom first. So I'm just going to punch the bottom, start in the middle, and then you can line it up if you start in the middle. There's these little areas that you can line up easily at the bottom, if you can see it. Oops, I missed a tiny bit. That's okay. You cannot even tell. All right. So I have my scallop punch. I'm going to have this on here. I'm going to fold this in half. Super easy to do. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I need to clean my desk. It's very dirty. Okay, bet. So this is going to go on here. You know, and I've made many cards like this. You guys have seen them. They're all kind of similar. They're just different. I'm just trying to get my mojo back again, and sometimes you have to go back to the basics if you want to get your mojo going again. And really, this is just the thought that counts. And this would be a really easy card to mass produce that you could make a bunch of, you know? And sometimes we need just a really simple design. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Miss You Friend on here. All right, take out your stamp from the packaging. And I like to, the longer ones kind of, if you put them on wrong, they can get a little squinkly. I don't know if that's a word, I just think I made it up. That's okay. I like to lay it flat, and then I put my clear block right on top of it, and now I can take my pad and just kind of, the great thing about the clear stamps is you can kind of see that they're inking it up, but make sure you don't get the cheap clear stamps because they will bead up, and you don't want the beaded ones. These are the true photopolymer. You want to make sure they're true photopolymer. Okay, so let's just do the Miss You Friend down here. Miss You Friend. Perfect. I'm going to set that aside so I can clean it later. And now I'm just going to put everything together. So I can go ahead and put this down with my ATG gun. A couple strips of this here. Dun, dun, dun. So today my kids are out of school, so everybody's home today. It's a Friday, and I'm trying to find stuff for everybody to do and get all my chores done so I have time to craft, you know, because that's my new rule in my new craft room. And if I start the business again, the new rule is I have to have all of my stuff done or I'm not going to craft, because that is just, it's not fair to my family. I get a little carried away sometimes. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I get really excited about things. And so if I'm really excited about crafting, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm not even going to make dinner tonight because I'm so excited. And that's how I used to be, but I'm not going to be like that anymore. Well, I'm going to try not to be. You know, sometimes you just can't help it. You get kind of carried away. Okay, so I think I'm going to do 2 of these ribbons. So let me make it a little bit longer. I'm just kind of doing I'm not doing the cheater method. I'm going to cut to 2 bows. So one here. I'm just trying to make it so it's long enough I can do the other one. Now this is a little bit different because I don't know if I've done 2 next to each other on a video, at least, maybe in my personal life. Okay, so I want one here, and then I need a good pair of scissors. I don't have a good pair of scissors actually right now, You want to know the truth? During our moving, my kids got into everything that I left out. And before we moved, they were using scissors. So all my scissors are like sticky and just junky. Okay, that's not going to work there, so let me get one more. Actually, I don't know if I want to. I just want one. That's a good thing, huh? Because I'm just trying to make it simple. Okay, and let's see if that's going to fit on there. No, my goodness, it's really cute. I really like it. She really, really likes it. I'm wearing a sweater, and it's not even that cold. So if you think it's like really cold right now because I'm wearing a sweater, it's not. It's really hot, actually. Just had to tell you that. Okay, so you could put this anywhere. I'm going to kind of eyeball it and put it where I think it should be. Oh, this is just so cute. I really like it. I really, really like it. I'm probably going to go back and make a few more of these just to put in my collection. Anytime I make a card, and this is really good advice to you all, make more than one so you can give one away and that you can have one for your collection, or make sure you take a picture of it at least and put it in your stash, because sometimes you might want to go back and be like, oh, I know I made a really cute easy card one time and I can't remember what it looked like. I do that a lot. Okay, here's my card for the Laura challenge. Just super easy and simple, and it just says miss you friend, and I really like it. I think it's super cute. I hope you all have a great day, and don't forget to enter my challenge. Hashtag #MyPinkStamper Laura's Challenge, and I will see you all over on Instagram or Facebook or on mypinkstamper.com. And have a great day. Bye.